My name is Catherine Morrison. I'm 109 years old. I was born in 1915. I've lived through 2 world wars, the Great Depression, 13 presidents, and a global pandemic. And I'm going to tell you something that will shatter everything you believe about happiness. Something it took me 90 years to realize. Something that everyone, your parents, your teachers, your friends, society, the media, even psychologists, has been lying to you about your entire life. They've been lying about what happiness is, where it comes from, how to get it, how to keep it. For 90 years, I believed the lies. I chased the wrong things. I made the wrong choices. I lived the wrong way. And I was miserable. Not sometimes, not during bad periods. Always, even during what everyone called my happiest moments. It wasn't until I was 105 years old that I finally understood the brutal truth about happiness that no one tells you. The truth that could have saved me 9 decades of suffering. Yesterday, my great-great-granddaughter Sophie visited me. She's 22, graduating college soon, full of plans and dreams and expectations about her future. Great-great-grandma Kathy, she said, you've lived so long, you must know the secret to happiness by now. I looked at this beautiful, hopeful young woman, and I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Rage, not at her, at everyone who had lied to her, everyone who was setting her up for the same 90 years of misery I had endured. Sophie, I said, everything you think you know about happiness is wrong. She laughed. She thought I was being dramatic. But I wasn't being dramatic. I was being honest for the first time in my life. Let me start from the beginning. I was 10 years old. My mother sat me down and explained how life worked. Catherine, if you're a good girl, you'll be happy. If you work hard in school, you'll be happy. If you're kind to others, you'll be happy. The first lie about happiness, that it's a reward for good behavior. I was the goodest girl you could imagine. Perfect grades, perfect manners, perfect everything. I was miserable, but everyone said I should be happy. So I pretended I was. The first lesson about happiness lies. Everyone expects you to pretend. I was 20. My father gave me career advice. Catherine, find work you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. Do what makes you happy. The second lie about happiness, that the right job will make you happy. I became a teacher. I loved children. I loved learning. I thought I'd found my calling. For 30 years, I taught elementary school. Everyone said I must be so fulfilled, so happy. I wasn't. I was exhausted, underpaid, and underappreciated. But the lie says you should be happy at work, so I kept pretending. I married Harold. Everyone said marriage would complete me, make me truly happy. The third lie about happiness, that the right person will make you happy. Harold was a good man, kind, reliable, hardworking. But marriage didn't make me happy. It made me different kinds of unhappy. Before marriage, I was lonely but free. After marriage, I was partnered but trapped. Different problems, same underlying misery, but everyone said married people are happier than single people, so I believed something was wrong with me. Our first child was born, Sarah. Everyone said motherhood would bring me the deepest happiness of all. The fourth lie about happiness, that having children will make you happy. Don't misunderstand me. I loved my children desperately, would have died for them. But love and happiness are not the same thing. Motherhood brought worry, exhaustion, sacrifice, and terror. Every day, I feared something would happen to my babies. Every night, I collapsed from the relentless demands of caring for small humans. But everyone said mothers are blessed, that children bring joy, so I pretended maternity was blissful instead of brutal. Our second child, Robert, was born. Our third child, Mary, was born. 3 children in 9 years. Everyone said I was living the dream. I felt like I was drowning, but the lie says children equal happiness, so I kept my mouth shut and my smile painted on. The children were older. Harold's career was advancing. We bought a bigger house in a better neighborhood. Everyone said success would finally make me happy. The fifth lie about happiness, that achieving goals will make you happy. The bigger house meant bigger mortgage payments, more rooms to clean, higher property taxes. Harold's promotion meant longer hours, more stress, less time together. Success brought new problems, not happiness. But everyone said we should be grateful for our blessings, so I was ashamed of my dissatisfaction. I was 50, middle-aged, successful by every measure. Good marriage, healthy children, stable career, nice home, financial security, everything the happiness lies promised would make me happy. I was more miserable than ever. And for the first time, I started wondering if something was fundamentally wrong with me. Maybe I was broken. Maybe I was incapable of happiness. Maybe everyone else had figured out some secret I was too stupid to understand. I went to a doctor, told him about my persistent unhappiness, despite having everything. He gave me pills. These will help, he said, chemical happiness. The sixth lie about happiness, that it's a chemical state you can manufacture. The pills numbed everything, good feelings and bad feelings alike. I wasn't happy, I wasn't sad, I wasn't anything. For 5 years I existed in pharmaceutical fog. Everyone said I seemed better, more stable, less moody, but I wasn't better. I was absent from my own life. I stopped taking the pills, decided to feel my feelings again, even if they were uncomfortable. The fog lifted, the misery returned, but at least I was present for my life, even if my life felt pointless. The children were adults. Sarah was married. Robert was in college. Mary was working. Everyone said I should be proud, happy about their success. The seventh lie about happiness, that your children's achievements will make you happy. I was proud of my children, but their success didn't fix my inner emptiness. If anything, it made it worse, because now I had no excuse for my unhappiness. My job was done. My children were launched. Harold and I were financially stable. According to every happiness lie I'd been told, I should be content. Instead, I felt more lost than ever. I was 65, Harold retired. We were supposed to enjoy our golden years, travel, hobbies, grandchildren, leisure. The eighth lie about happiness, that retirement will make you happy. Retirement was boring. We had too much time and not enough purpose. We travelled to places we thought we wanted to see. They were just places. We took up hobbies we thought would fulfill us. They were just activities. We spent time with friends who seemed happy, but their happiness felt as fake as ours. I started to wonder if anyone was actually happy, or if we were all just pretending together. Our first grandchild was born, Sarah's daughter, Emma. Everyone said grandchildren would bring me joy like nothing else could. The ninth lie about happiness, that grandchildren will make you happy. I loved Emma, adored her, would have done anything for her, but again, love and happiness are different things. Emma brought new worries about her health, her safety, her future. She also brought reminders of how fast time passes, how quickly children grow up and away from you. Bittersweet is not the same as happy, but everyone said grandparents are the happiest people in the world, so I pretended Emma filled some hole in my heart. She filled it with love, but the emptiness remained. Harold had his first heart attack, mild, but a warning. Suddenly, mortality was real. Time was limited. Everyone said this should make me appreciate what I had, be grateful, find happiness in simple moments. The 10th lie about happiness, that facing death will make you happy to be alive. Fear of loss didn't make me happy. It made me desperate. I started clinging to everything, trying to extract happiness from every experience. The harder I tried to be happy, the more elusive happiness became. Y2K, the new millennium, I was 85 years old. Everyone was talking about new beginnings, fresh starts, making the most of our remaining time. I decided to try one more approach to happiness. I'd read about gratitude practices, positive thinking, mindfulness. Maybe the problem was my attitude. Maybe happiness was a choice I wasn't making. The 11th lie about happiness, that it's a matter of perspective. I started a gratitude journal, wrote down 3 things I was thankful for every day. I practiced positive thinking, looked for silver linings, reframed negative experiences. I tried mindfulness meditation, present moment awareness, acceptance of what is. For 5 years, I worked on my happiness like it was a job. I was still miserable. But now I was ashamed of my misery, because according to the gratitude and mindfulness crowd, unhappiness is a choice, a failure of proper thinking. If you're not happy, you're not trying hard enough. Harold died. After 65 years of marriage, I was alone. Everyone said grief was normal, but that eventually I'd find happiness again. The 12th lie about happiness, that it's something you recover. Grief wasn't the opposite of happiness. Grief was honest. For the first time in my adult life, my external circumstances matched my internal state. Everyone expected me to be sad, so I could finally stop pretending to be happy. It was almost a relief. I was 95 years old, living in assisted living. Most of my friends were dead. The few remaining survivors would gather and talk about the good old days. We were so happy then, they'd say. Life was simpler, people were kinder, times were better. The 13th lie about happiness, that it exists in the past. But I remembered those good old days. I had been there. I had been miserable then too. These women were rewriting history, creating false memories of happiness that never existed, because the alternative was admitting we'd never been happy at all. I was 100 years old. Centenarians are supposed to be wise. Content, at peace. Journalists interviewed me, asked about the secret to longevity and happiness. I gave them the answers they wanted to hear, about gratitude and family and simple pleasures. But I was lying, just like everyone had lied to me, because the truth was too dark, too hopeless, too threatening to their own happiness myths. The pandemic. I was 105 years old. Everyone was talking about mental health, depression, anxiety, the happiness crisis. Suddenly, unhappiness was everywhere, acceptable, even expected. And that's when something shifted in me. For the first time in my life, I wasn't the only one who was struggling to be happy. Everyone was openly miserable. And they weren't pretending otherwise. It was liberating. I started wondering, had anyone ever really been happy? Or had we all just been lying to each other for generations? That's when I began to question everything I'd been taught about happiness. I was 107 years old. I started thinking about all the supposedly happy moments in my life. My wedding day, the births of my children, graduations, promotions, anniversaries, holidays. In every single memory, I could recall being anxious about something, worried about the future, distracted by problems, performing happiness rather than feeling it. Even my happiest moments had been tainted by other feelings, and I realized something revolutionary. Maybe happiness isn't supposed to be pure. Maybe the pursuit of constant, uncomplicated happiness is the lie. I was 108 years old. I had a conversation with a young nurse named Jennifer. She was struggling with depression, felt like a failure because she couldn't be happy despite having so much to be grateful for. I recognized her pain, the shame of being unable to achieve happiness despite having all the things that are supposed to make you happy. Jennifer, I said, what if I told you that happiness isn't the point of life? She looked at me like I was crazy. Then what is the point? And that's when the final piece clicked into place. After 90 years of chasing happiness and failing to catch it, I finally understood. The point isn't happiness. The point is meaning. The point isn't feeling good. The point is doing good. The point isn't pleasure. The point is purpose. The point isn't joy. The point is connection. The point isn't satisfaction. The point is contribution. All these years, I'd been trying to optimize for the wrong thing. I'd been trying to feel happy instead of trying to be useful. I'd been trying to experience pleasure instead of trying to create value. I'd been trying to avoid suffering instead of trying to make suffering meaningful. And that's when everything changed. At 108 years old, I stopped trying to be happy. Instead, I started trying to be helpful. I began mentoring younger staff at the assisted living facility, sharing my experiences, offering perspective on their problems. I started writing letters to my great-grandchildren, not cheerful fake letters, honest letters about life's complexity and difficulty and beauty. I began having real conversations with other residents, not about the weather or our medications, about our fears, our regrets, our hopes, our losses. For the first time in my life, I wasn't focused on how I felt. I was focused on what I could give. And something miraculous happened. I wasn't happy, but I was content. I wasn't joyful, but I was peaceful. I wasn't blissful, but I was complete. The feelings I'd been chasing for 90 years arrived the moment I stopped chasing them, because I'd been hunting the wrong animal in the wrong forest with the wrong tools. Happiness isn't something you pursue. It's something that emerges as a byproduct of living meaningfully. It's not a destination. It's a side effect. It's not a goal. It's a gift. You can't make yourself happy by trying to be happy. You can only make yourself happy by trying to be useful. That's the brutal truth about happiness that everyone lies about. They lie because the truth is threatening. If people stopped pursuing happiness directly, entire industries would collapse. Self-help books, therapy, medications, lifestyle products, vacation destinations, entertainment, consumer goods. Our entire economy depends on people believing they can purchase happiness. Our entire culture depends on people believing happiness is the highest good. But happiness is not the highest good. Meaning is the highest good. Service is the highest good. Love is the highest good. Contributing to something larger than yourself is the highest good. Happiness is just what happens when you stop trying to be happy and start trying to be human. Sophie, my great-great-granddaughter, called me yesterday. "Great-great-grandma," she said, "I've been thinking about what you said, about happiness being a lie. I'm scared," she continued. "If happiness isn't the point, then what should I do with my life?" "Stop asking what will make you happy," I told her. "Start asking what needs to be done. Stop pursuing experiences that feel good. Start creating experiences that do good. Stop trying to optimize your life for pleasure. Start trying to optimize it for purpose. Stop measuring your days by how you feel. Start measuring them by what you contribute. The happiness will come, but only when you stop chasing it." I'm 109 years old. It took me 90 years to learn that everyone lies about happiness. The brutal truth is that happiness isn't the point of life. Meaning is the point of life. And when you live meaningfully, happiness becomes irrelevant because you have something better, you have peace.